It looks like we are live. Hello everybody, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero with, for the first time in a while, the weather podcast at the green screen. Alright, so it's not going to be too long today. My voice has been going in and out today. I had an event where I was talking a lot, so it's better now than it was earlier. But my voice is still low, and if the audio levels are too low, or my voice is too low, I can't talk louder, just let me know and I'll boost up the audio in here. I'm just taking a look at the audio. Maybe boost it up a little bit more. So I don't want to raise it too much because then you'll get background noise. That's what these microphones, the clip mics, the lavalier microphones are good at, blocking out background noise if you keep the gain down, but because I can't talk too loud, I have to keep the gain up. So we'll go with that. Stream health looks good. All right. So let's get started. We got a little bit of an interesting situation going on here. So we got some widespread showers and thunderstorms in here. And these thunderstorms are not really going to be affecting the tri-state region. It looks like these thunderstorms are pretty much moving due east. So they're going to go straight through the Delmarva area. Well, with the, hello, good evening, Raymond. Just think of it as levels. Marginal is lower than slight, like the DEFCON level. I will pull that up real quick. spc.noaa.gov. All right, let me see it. Zoom in a little bit more here. All right. So, as I was mentioning with the radar, I got those thunderstorms moving through the Delmarva area. That's a slight risk. Green is a marginal risk. Think of these as DEFCON levels. The lower the level, DEFCON 5 is, I think that's how it works. DEFCON 5 is nominal or normal. DEFCON 1 means we're under attack. I think that's how that means. But in this case, it's the opposite. We got thunderstorm, lowest risk. Marginal means you're going to see some thunderstorms, not necessarily severe thunderstorms, but there's going to be some thunderstorms out there. Slight, which is the yellow. The slight means, yeah, there's a good chance of some severe thunderstorms. Then we go up to enhanced. The enhanced risk there, that means, yeah, it looks like you're going to see some severe thunderstorms. It's not going to be widespread damaging severe thunderstorms, but you're going to get severe thunderstorms. These last two are very rare, a moderate and a high. High risk happened, if you remember, I think it was a high risk. I know it was definitely moderate, but I don't know if it was high. Up in northern New York State there was the May 15th event. And last night, or was not, usually my games and storm stream is at the evening, but yesterday I did it in the morning, afternoon. That one, we were talking about the May 15th event, which I did a live stream on as it was happening. I think that day, and you can always go back to my videos and watch the one from May 15th. I think it was moderate, maybe a high risk for there. Raymond, I'm not sure if you remember, but there was a lot of severe weather there. It was a month ago. Let's talk about now. So we got the slight risk there. Nothing really happening in our area. Once we get to New Jersey, that's kind of where the end or the tail end of any chances of thunderstorms are going to happen. So when I go back to the big radar here, yeah, this is kind of seeing just showers coming through the Hudson Valley. And then maybe some thunderstorms pop up as they go through New Jersey. And then that's pretty much it. Beyond that, clear sky. Now out west a bit more, that That's a pretty interesting system. And this going all the way down, that front, that line right there, pretty intense. And if I go back here, they're not really talking about it on the Storm Prediction Center, but that looked pretty intense there. Just look at this. I mean, you got the low pressure spinning pretty much right up here. I would assume this is an occluded front right here, going from the center of rotation, which is low, and then following it back here. I would assume that's an occluded front, and then this, right, going down this way, that's the cold front. And then I would assume also, it's not really triggering anything, but this is a frontal boundary here. I would assume that is all a warm front or a stationary front. I would say more of a stationary front. That's kind of connecting those two systems together. And then this stationary front will kind of come through here, but this isn't stationary at that point. So let's see. Yes, that 1998 one. So that was a moderate risk then. But I do want to check out one other thing here. Let's see. Forgot exactly where I had this bookmark. If not, I'll just type it in. The Weather Prediction Center. wpc.ncep.noaa.gov. Let's see what the surface analysis shows here. So this is not from now. This is from a little bit earlier, but I was kind of right. Let's go this way. So there's that low pressure. It was a little bit more up here, I think, with that radar image. But we have a long cold front going down this way. And back up here, this is the stationary front. And that stationary front continues a little bit more into another low. You got a warm front connecting to a stationary front. A little bit of a complicated system going on right now. But what we're seeing for the most part is scattered showers and scattered thunderstorms. Well, I think I'm back. I think I'm back? Yep. You gotta fix one thing first. My eyes went out. My side screens are out right now. Just gotta fix that. All right, I think I'm back now. Good and good. This app, seeing every single live stream so far, it's been crashing. It's a great app. It's got a lot of great features, and I'm able to do this, but it's not stable. And on the iPad that I'm running this from, that's not even on beta software. Beta software is the screen behind me and my two phones I'm using right now. Those are beta. The one that's not beta is the unstable one. We'll see. Maybe I'll upgrade this one to the beta. But let me plug this in as well. That looks good there. All right. Back to the discussion. So that's the surface map of what's going back around. And let me pull up radar image again. Remember, that's from this morning. So I'm thinking it moved a little bit. Just by looking at the shape, yeah, I would definitely put the center of the low pressure, maybe right about there. Because we're following it going around this way. So I would say, yeah, I would say the center of the low pressure is there. If I was to make a surface map right now, I would definitely say this is an occluded front going into a cold front straight down that way. And then, yeah, I'd say starting about there and then heading east, that will be a stationary front that turns into another low pressure system. And that's the cold front there that's going to be slowly making its way through. So that's on the national radar. Yes, that 2011 was a very serious outbreak. So that's here. I just want to see now. We got some local radar, so we're going to start a little bit more south. Let's pull up a radar station here. What do we got? Sterling, Virginia. Aha. Now on this, you see the lightning strikes, those tiny little white dots. Those tiny little white dots are all lightning strikes. So we got a line of thunderstorms heading through. And I think this is just a marine statement, special marine warning. So that is what's coming through the Delmarva area, looks like. And I just want to head out. Ooh, we got a tornado warning out here. Let's pull up the radar. All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm not sure if any of my storm chaser buddies are out there. But I'm just looking at it right now. Let me move out of the way here. Let's see. I don't see any dedicated hook echoes, but let me pause it right now. So in this, there's not really there's a tiny hook echo right in there. It's kind of this little hook going around. Yeah, I'd say that's a hook echo. So this is the reflectivity. Let's switch this now to the velocity, which is essentially the wind speed. And let's see, let me zoom in a little bit more. We do have, so remember, greens are going negative, meaning away from the radar station, and reds are moving towards some shear. So right in the middle here, there's a little bit of green right next to red, and this is a pretty good example right here of gate-to-gate shear towards the radar station. So right here, there's a little bit of green, there's a little bit of red. That gate-to-gate shear, so we got here, the radar station, remember, is to the south of this image. We've got greens moving away from the radar. So we got greens moving up this way, and we got reds. It's a little bit odd on this side. Reds moving down this way. So we got that shear going on. We got a little bit of twisting happening. SVR Classic. I like RadarScope. RadarScope is also cross-platform between the Mac and mostly the Apple stuff. But there's some shear in there, which is pretty much what has prompted that tornado warning. There's a severe thunderstorm warning, a couple out there. But let's head back now to Albany. Let's see, I'm still in velocities. Let's switch that to reflectivity. Nothing really much. These look like just showers heading through the Hudson Valley there. We move this to Mount Holly. This is where we're starting to see a little bit more coming from the west. So yeah, we're still seeing those little showers. And it looks like some periods of rain heading through Waterbury, Connecticut there. We got some showers moving through there. And here, let me put this in motion. Yeah, here comes some periods of rain, but this really looks like it's going to just barely scrape southern New Jersey. There we go. Now this really looks like it's just going to scrape southern New Jersey, maybe Cape May. There's actually some thunderstorms look like coming off just to the south of Cape May. So some little stuff, nothing really too big happening. Yeah. Also, maybe some more mountainy stuff can be affecting it too. The other radar station I didn't look at yet was Islip. Let's just switch to Islip right now. It's a little bit more east, but it's kind of showing the same thing that Albany was doing. It's pretty wispy right now. Let me just stop this at the current. Pretty wispy right now. But again, Islip also has a couple of challenges. When the radar beam goes over water then back over land, there could be density differences. And when there's density differences, that affects the radar. Even going south, going into the Atlantic here versus the Long Island Sound. When we go into the Atlantic, and say we're going to Jersey. So we're shooting the radar beam from Islip over the Atlantic, then back onto the Jersey shore. This is where, and actually there's a little bit of an example here. I don't know, let me just put this in motion to see if these are storms or not. Not really. It's kind of blinky right now. These are blinking. But if you look right on the Jersey shore, those didn't really just come in from the west. These are just popping in and out. When those are popping in and out, that has to do, that's basically a false image. A false echo is what it's called. That's because when the radar beam is coming from Islip over land first, then it goes over the water, and then it goes onto land again, the air density is different. It's very similar to, say, you have a piece of glass or water itself and you shine a flashlight through it. The flashlight beam may be going in like this, but when it hits the water, it actually turns a little bit. It's called refraction. It's bending light. So it comes in at one angle. When it goes through a denser medium, the angle changes. And then when it exits the denser material, the angle changes again. So instead of going straight through like this, it'll go straight there, a little wider, and then go out this way, then there. So you have the same beam coming. Oh, you mean the radar is seeing traffic? I don't think so. Cars are way too low below the radar beam to even pick that up. Tops of trees? Maybe. Cars, too low. You need to be at least 10 meters above the ground at a different spot. That's with light, which essentially this radar is a form of light. It's in the radio spectrum of light, but it's still in our whole spectrum of light, all the way from infrared to gamma radiation. The Hulk, Bruce Banner. What are you picking up? Traffic? I don't do traffic. So cars are a little bit too low for that. All right, so that's what's going on now. What's going on in the future? So I have the European model up here. And with the European model, let's take a look. This is showing that little intense area going through. What time is this? Wednesday. Oh, this started backwards a little bit. No, that's the initialization. I can't see from there. Okay, there's the time. So that's about 2 a.m. Still active, so some of these storms may be coming through southern New Jersey. So if you're watching from southern New Jersey, yeah, we may be having some storms overnight. Really? Traffic? I don't know about that, but birds definitely. The most interesting but also tragic thing I've seen, the Columbia Space Shuttle. When the Columbia Space Shuttle broke up in the atmosphere, the weather radar system picked up the debris of the shuttle breaking apart. It was very interesting to see, but it was also very tragic just because all those astronauts lost their lives. Let's see. Now we're going into tomorrow. This is the picture from the European at about 2 p.m. on Thursday. Yep, 9/11. There's a whole bunch of examples of debris in the sky or flocks of birds being picked up by the weather radar. Also, smoke. Speaking of 9/11, the smoke from the debris was picked up on the radar. This was also even some. All right. Back again. And of course, my side monitors, they're called vanities. Gotta reset those. Good there. Good there. So that is 2 times now that this app crashed. But I'm looking also at the stream, and the stream health looks pretty good, and it's pretty much right on target. Yeah, but Raymond, we're getting a bit off topic. I don't want to go too long because my voice is slowly going, and I don't want to boost up the audio levels too much more. All right, so we got the European. Let's see, this is going through Thursday. Keeps everything pretty much south of the area. This is the picture now, about 8 p.m. on Friday, 0Z Saturday. So we have some showers coming in. This is kind of what I was thinking. We're going to see some showers going through the day, or maybe even on this. It's showing periods of rain by the time we get to about 8 a.m. on Saturday. So that's when I'll be at my television shift going on. And this looks like a pretty soggy Saturday. Now going into Sunday. This is 8 a.m. Sunday. That's pretty much just on the eastern part of New England. Going out, and then this is going now into Sunday evening, some showers again. And even lingering into Monday a little bit. And then high pressure comes back in. We got a good day Tuesday. Oh wow, that was quite a bit. That jumped. So we got this is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. And tease a little bit going into Thursday, which is beyond my 7-day forecast. But showers come in overnight overnight Friday into Saturday. Pretty soggy day on Saturday. Then Sunday, more scattered with the showers. Same thing going into Monday, but then after Monday on the European, it's pretty much clear. So the next one here, this one doesn't go out as far. This is the RPM. There goes the storms coming through tonight. This is now tomorrow afternoon. Not too bad. Going into Friday, increasing clouds. And here comes Friday evening, where we're seeing some showers. And then there comes some periods of rain going into Saturday morning. Now Saturday afternoon, and that was as far out as that forecast model went. So periods of rain in the morning, maybe a bit more scattered for the afternoon on Saturday. And now we'll go to the good old Tropical Tidbits website. So GFS now. Let's see. Or maybe I should do it this way. That's a bit better. So this is showing showers for Thursday morning and periods of rain over Long Island. Better for Thursday afternoon. And then this is showing a little bit delayed. So the showers really aren't starting at the same time as the European, which we started with first. So this is the same picture. This is about 8 p.m. on Friday. And here, now we're going through, it's also timing-wise quite different. Saturday morning, which is here, nothing in the area just yet. But then we have showers coming in, and pretty scattered showers according to this picture, throughout the afternoon and evening on Saturday. And let's see, going overnight. This is now Sunday, a bit more scattered, so that's about the same between the European and the GFS. Monday, mostly to the south in the Delmarva area, or I'd say even Cape May County there. So once you get maybe even Atlantic City and south. And then high pressure comes in. Good day Tuesday. Good day Wednesday. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Got an interesting picture here. We got a little tropical system. Let's see if I could zoom out. Let's go with eastern U.S. Ooh, we got a little tropical system there. Let's back up. Let's see where it comes from. Ah, it's actually not coming from the tropics. We'll see what happens with this one. It's basically energy pulse coming off the east coast around the Carolinas, and then as it goes out into the ocean, similar to the way a hurricane forms, it picks up energy and starts forming. So, if this is not a tropical system, this is a nor'easter. Let's pretend it's not summer. Let's pretend it's winter again. We'd be watching this in terms of snow. The 70-40 benchmark for snow is right about there. So the center of the low pressure here is very close to that 70-40 benchmark. So for all intensive purposes, from what the GFS is showing right there, that is not a tropical system, even though it's summer. It's a nor'easter. Because by the definition, nor'easters do not have to have snow. We typically associate nor'easters with snow because they happen a bit more in the winter time. But in this case, we got a coastal storm coming up. And remember, in the northern hemisphere, the winds spin counterclockwise around the low pressure. So here, we got the wind coming around the front going towards the back. And this is where we get this northeasterly flow of the wind, thus the name nor'easter. So on the GFS, we have a nor'easter on the way. It looks like it's actually not really going to affect us. It's just going to kind of dissipate there. And that goes beyond the 7-day. Next, let's go to the icon. And I think it was Delvin that gave me this tip to go to not the 18 or the 6Z models with the icon, but to stick with the 12 and the 0, because those go 180 hours out versus the 6Z and the 18Z that go out only 120 hours. You asked the weather service? Did you email them? Or did you use like a chat thing with the National Weather Service? Or Facebook or Twitter? Let me go back to this side now. All right, icon model. Let's see what it does for Thursday. Showers in the morning, clearing out for the afternoon. Friday, let's see when it starts. Huh? This actually looks like it has some more dry air, or this high pressure stronger and influencing the shower area more until Saturday evening, maybe. Yeah. The second half of the day on Saturday is when the showers go. So we got two forecast models showing showers in the afternoon, in the evening, one showing it in the morning. We shall see. And then going into Sunday, it's clearing out there, maybe a little remnant energy. Monday is drier now, so the high pressure is coming back in faster. So with the icon model, on Facebook, okay, yeah, we'll see what they say. But with the icon model, it has those high pressures before the rain and after the rain stronger. So on this picture, it is Monday, early Monday morning. The high pressure is already starting to have an influence, so it looks like a drier day on Monday. And then going into Tuesday, it's almost like a little shield here. It's keeping the showers on that picture there pretty much out of the tri-state region. Kind of like a shield. And then this has any kind of rain kind of dipping south. Interesting there because it's also doing another stronger thing. We got a high pressure down the corner down here. And with high pressure spins clockwise. So we have this, it's almost like a blocking pattern setup. We got this pulse of pretty heavy rain going through southern Pennsylvania. We have that going around the clockwise side of the high pressure, the front, and it's kind of following that. So it's interesting to see the icon model take these high pressure systems throughout the next 7 days and make them stronger. And the last one, then we'll end this, the NAM. Let's see, so going into Thursday, showers in the morning, clearing for the afternoon. Friday starts out fine. Ooh, jumped a little bit too fast. This is having the rain come in a little bit faster, so it's having that high pressure system weaker. All right. Live again. I'm not going to reset these, even though they're a little bit odd, just because we're going to end in the next couple of minutes. But here, where are we? The NAM is having the showers come in a little bit faster. So overnight Friday into Saturday, it's just not as intense. There's your, too fast. Come on. All right, there's 8 a.m. Saturday. Yes, there's showers in the picture there. So when we go back to the European, there's the picture for the same time. We got 12Z Saturday, which is 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's quite a bit of rain throughout the area. This here is the NAM. The structure and the shape looks very similar, but it's just not as intense. It's just not as intense. And then the NAM doesn't really go out too much further. This is 6Z Sunday, which is about 2 a.m. Which has it looks like we're going to make kind of an educated guess here and say these showers are going to move a little bit faster on Sunday than, say, the GFS, for instance. And it's going to be pretty much out of the picture. Here, all these showers are pretty much by 2 a.m. almost out of the tri-state. So we may be seeing this move a little bit faster. All right. My voice is really starting to go now. So I will rest it and I will bring us back to the national radar. All right, so maybe this is a good spot again. And where we start, just a little review. We got some showers and storms heading through the Delmarva area, may clip the southern part right around Cape May to Atlantic City, New Jersey. And we got that system in the middle part of the country, giving some good storms. And we had a tornado warning out there too. That's not going to be coming into the tri-state region, but if you are watching from any of those areas, especially where that tornado warning was, please be careful. If you are in the tornado warning, don't just ignore it. Use caution and just be smart with that. All right, I'm going to pretty much end this here. This is, here we go. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. So I'm going to try and get regular again live with this weather podcast at the green screen in my studio. So I think this 7 p.m. time frame works a little bit better. Usually I'm going to go an hour. I'm just not going the full hour today because my voice won't last an hour. So it looks like, even though Raymond, I told you 3 p.m. would be the time, actually this 7 p.m. seems to be a little bit more comfortable for me. So that may be a regular time for this. So it looks like we got some regular streams going on the channel. Tuesdays, looks like we're going to have our games and storms. We got that live stream. Again, I try and get that in the afternoon to the evening hours on Tuesdays for games and storms. Yesterday was a little bit different because I was called in, or not really called, I was just scheduled, to work on my day off, or my preferred day off. So I had to do that a little bit earlier. Not many people watched, but Raymond, thank you for joining tonight. Thank you for joining yesterday. I'll see you guys in the next videos. So tomorrow, not sure what I will do. If you are watching on DTube, tomorrow I'm going to have a video upload of my first oil change on my WRX. That's a nice little time lapse I have, so I have that coming up tomorrow. All right, have a great evening, everybody. Again, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.